It's playoff time, and you know it's a big game when it's in Holt Arena. Pocatello taking down Preston 49-6 in the regular season just 2 weeks ago. A rematch today to move on to round 2. The Thunder ready to go for our nightcap. All runs on their first drive, and then there's this. Drake Contreras play fakes down the sideline. Ty Wilkinson takes the top off. Pokey on the board first. And they're not satisfied yet. Their next drive, Reichen Echohawk with the carry, almost loses his balance, somehow stays up, and he's in for another Thunder score. Here come the Indians. Reggie Larson rolling to his left. He's got a man deep, and Cruz Harris goes up and gets it. But later on, Carson Christensen says, "Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, can't get fooled again." Picks it off, and he's going the other way. The Thunder are up big in the fourth quarter. No final score yet, but if everything holds, they'll host another one next Friday night. The Emotion Bowl playoff edition as the Skyline Grizzlies are back in their second home. On the first play from scrimmage, Bradley Ellison looking long past midfield. Trey Kirkham is there. He makes sure to let you know that's a first down. But just 2 plays later, hand it off, and the ball is loose. Skyline is on it first. They take over. The defense holding strong after the sudden change. David Moore in the backfield for the Tigers, forcing fourth down. The Grizzlies say, forget the sticks, let's get 6. Carmine Garcia rolling out. Zion Crockett runs right under it. Skyline striking first. And they are not finished on their next drive. Amani Morrell up the middle, makes a man miss, and he is gone. Gets his towel stolen at the end. He says, "Hey, give me that back." Skyline wins again over Idaho Falls. They'll be at Twin Falls next week for round 2. The number 1 seed Hillcrest Knights hosting Canyon Ridge. They're up big. That's a bad snap. The Warhawks are on it first, trying to grab some momentum. But on the very first play of their drive, looks like they're trying to get it all at once, and Colby Wright is there for the Hillcrest defense. Interception, and they are right back like they never left. Wright is pumped. Their offense reheating now. Peyton King keeps it himself. How many jukes is this? I lost count. Enough to make a man miss, I guess. King moving the chains with his legs. Here's the best hit we saw all night. A quick throw to the flat, and Braxton Battleson is ready for war. The Knights roll 10-0 heading into next week's matchup. They'll take on the winner of Skyview versus Shelley. Thanks to KTVB for these highlights. Fourth quarter, we're tied at 14. The Russets are just a yard away, but Mason Cron bursts through the line for the stop. The Russets line up for a field goal, but it misses, and they end up with no points on the drive. The Hawks looking to take advantage. Cass Buse throwing it, and that's Cron with the catch. He takes care of the rest. The Hawks take the lead late in this one. The Russets facing 4th and 4 with the game on the line, and it's Cron again making the game-saving tackle. A heartbreaking end for Shelley. Skyview has Hillcrest next week. Phil Campbell up north hooking us up with Sandpoint against Bonneville. The winner gets to take on Pocatello if they hold on. The Bees start with it. Bulldogs bringing the pressure. Errant throw, and it's intercepted. Sandpoint going the other way. The Bonneville defense unfazed. That's Jory Anderson in the backfield wreaking havoc. Tackle for a loss. The Bees keep Sandpoint off the board for now. Their offense looking to do something with it, looking deep, but once again, the Bulldogs defense is there. Another interception. Sandpoint's got a long drive ahead of them next week. Pocatello is next up. We didn't forget about 5A. Highland is off this week, earning themselves a first-round bye as conference champs. So we got the Rigby Red Devils debuting their new look against Middleton. There they are. The Red Devils are ready to go. First drive, Cohen Peck catches it in the flat, diving for the end zone, but he's ruled just short. Peyton Klingler says, "I got you." From a yard out, he is in. The Red Devils strike first. The Vikings responding, pounding it on the ground. Patty Franks moves the chains and keeps it rumbling. The big-time gain as Middleton in the red zone. Rigby defense gets a stop. Now they have it back in the second quarter. Luke Flowers looking deep, and Brecken Searle has all the room in the world. He could walk into the end zone. The Red Devils on fire. The Vikings going to the air, but Carter Freeman picks it off, and that's a house call. The Red Devils are back like they never left. They'll travel to take on number 1 Eagle next week. We'll have more high school football highlights coming up right after this.
You're watching KPVI News at 10. KPVI News at 10. News that works for you.
Looking at the 3A state tournament, Sugar Salem, the #1 overall seed, earning a bye this week. Teton dominating Fruitland 47-14 last night to punch their ticket as well. Tonight, Snake River looking to do the same as they take on Wood River. The Panthers, the higher seed in the tournament, entering this matchup against the Wolverines. The Snake defense forces a punt. Their offense looking to cash in, but Ryan Sandoz gets home. That's a sack for the road team. 4th and short now for Wood River. Going for it right at the sticks. Marcus Coombs lays the boom, but Gavin Hunter gets just enough to move the chains. The Wolverines offense getting going now. Kyle Ipson looking deep, and the big fella, Sully Carter, makes the grab. First down and then some. But the Panthers catch fire and win it. They'll be back home again next Friday. Another 3A result, Marsh Valley and Weiser taking on one of the top teams in the state, and that's where their season ends. The Wolverines win big. Westside and North Fremont both earning themselves a bye week in the 2A bracket. We got ourselves a local-on-local battle. The Aberdeen Tigers hosting last year's runners-up, the Firth Cougars. The Cougars win the toss, and it's 4th down here. Good protection for Daryl Vasquez. He's looking downfield. Nobody open, so he's gonna run. Dodges a couple tackles, picks up the first down to keep Firth moving. On that same drive, Vasquez again looking deep, but time runs out. Uses his legs to go left, cuts it all the way back to the right, but wait, he finds Fisher Arnold, who catches it and takes it 25 yards into the land of 6. Firth is first on the board. Can Aberdeen answer? It's 4th and short. Quarterback Lupe Ortiz fakes the handoff and keeps it. Just needs 1 yard, but he gets himself plenty more. Keeping it on the ground and into the red zone to start the second quarter, and Juan Hernandez finds the gap, bursts through it for a touchdown. The Tigers tie it up. A gritty game, and Aberdeen comes away with the win, moving on to round 2. Another 2A result, Bear Lake starting their title defense on a strong note. It's a shutout. They beat Wendell 42-zip. In 1A Division I, Grace keeps it rolling. Their defense steps up in a win over Cary. And in Division II, Hagerman shows they're a real threat to win the whole thing, a dominant victory against Mackey.